Everybody, so today I want to talk about something that's kind of been bugging me for a while, and that's how do we stand out as a photographer? On Instagram has no shortage of talent and just great photography, especially wedding photographers, really any genre that you can find. So how do we stand out in that sea of just great talent? Usually the advice that you find is to be specific and find your niche, whether that's something like you're a wedding photographer, but you're not only a wedding photographer, maybe you only shoot film in the mountains and they're elopement weddings, to be super specific. But that's typically the advice that you find, is to be really specific and be the best in that, or maybe even be the first in that. And that advice has made me super unhappy, and I wanna talk about that today. Part of that is because of comparison. You look online, you look at Instagram, and you just see a feed full of other great wedding photographers, and you think, man, like, how come people aren't responding to my work? But really for me, it's mostly because of following that advice, I've only been posting my wedding work and thinking that, okay, I'm gonna post the weddings, and because to make it clear to my clients that this is the work that I want and this is the work that I do and this is what I only do. And in the process, I've been excluding other work that I love, things that really kind of make up who I am as a photographer, as an artist, and as a person. There's so many other genres of photography that I absolutely love, from street photography to portraits up in the mountains to emotional portraiture that conveys a feeling. And I haven't been posting these things because I feel like I can't. All of that has led to these feelings of having to be somebody that I'm not, or not being able to completely, fully be who I am because of this advice that I've found on the internet. There's so many photos that I have that I don't post on Instagram of other clients and other types of work because of this advice. Today's a really good example of this because I have a commercial client who's a ceramic company and I'm doing some product shots for them. So maybe we should just kind of walk and talk. So as a creative, I like to do a bunch of different stuff. So that's kind of the definition of a creative. And today's kind of a good example of that, as you'll kind of see. I kind of like to paint too, but as a creative, we love to do different things. That's the definition of it. And it keeps us inspired. Doing different things and creating in different genres helps to kind of feed the main focus that we have. And for me, that's photography. But doing different stuff just kind of helps to reinvigorate my photographic juices, especially when I'm down in a slump. This is the best way to kind of get out of that. Really though, so then why do we limit ourselves based on what other people think, based on other people's likes? That just seems weird. Why would we do that? That would be boring. For me specifically as a wedding photographer, my job is pretty intimate. Photographing a wedding and being there with a couple throughout the entire day pretty much is a really personal thing. I had a friend tell me that, you know what, if I was booking a wedding photographer, just from the consumer standpoint, I want to see more about that person's life, because really in the end, we're the ones that make the difference. I know there's so many photographers out there on Instagram these days. Truly, what sets you apart is not going to be your style, is not going to be your Instagram feed at a certain point. At a certain point, it all looks the same, but your personality and who you are as a person and the things that you like and how you get along with certain types of people and your own experiences, those things are what make you different. So I think it just makes sense to kind of share those along with what it is that you shoot. All right, so I'm in the shop. Obviously, you can see Yaz over here in the background. Yaz, can you say hi? So people can see you. So this is the kind of stuff that I normally don't share a lot, but I think this year I kind of want to start sharing more of it because this little project of shooting these little ceramic pots with plants in our shop that we have, it's just kind of something different, and it kind of inspired me. It was kind of nice to have a different change of pace. So just for the photographer gearheads out there, I am using Canon EOS R with a RF 50mm 1.2. And then that's triggered with, I use Godox flashes and I really like them. I've never had any issues with them and they take a beating. So yeah, so that's the gear that I'm using right now. So I'll put up some of the pictures so that you guys can see what I'm shooting right now. Totally different from my normal wedding work, but this is kind of the commercial side of what I do sometimes. It's just product photos like this. Moral of the story is that you are what makes your photography, your art different. Your personality, the things that you love, whether you like to travel or maybe you don't like to travel. Maybe you love to just stay in and hang out and watch movies. Maybe it's the type of movies that you watch that are going to connect you to the people who are your people, the people who want to work with you. It's really gonna make your experience as a photographer that much more enjoyable when you get to work with the people who not only love your work, but also love the things that you do. I'm posting what I love, what I identify with, what inspires me, and it's just enjoyable that way, and we lose that along the way. So I'm just trying to bring a little bit of that back into my life, and hopefully it brings a wake-up call into yours. I hope that that helps. I hope that this helps you to not feel pigeonholed into only posting one type of photo. So I hope this helps you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.